Welcome to another live stream of people. This one is back to basics. The phone line is open, so please feel free to call in and voice your opinion on whatever you want to talk about. All right? Back to basics. Remember how we first started? 1-1 Coco, full basket. That is how we started, right? 1-1 Coco, full basket. And over the past week, this name here has been ringing all over YouTube. See, I spent like 2 years on TikTok building a brand and never once got into any controversy on the internet. Never ever. That is not my nature. I don't go around and pick fights with anyone. 1-1 Coco, full basket. That is how we started over here with 0 people. We started with 0. The people, you see, in life, it's okay to be different. And that is what I'm trying to get every single person that subscribe over here on this YaadBossTv channel. It's okay to be different. We don't have to look. The clues are there. The clues are there. But most people are not paying attention. It seems like there's a veil over people's eyes. Only one person alone figure out the clue. One person alone figure out the clue. It's okay to be different. You don't have to be a sheep. You don't have to be a sheep, my people. It's also okay to be bold, to take bold positions in life. And it's also okay to be decent. Yes. Remember, my people, you see this life that we have, we only live it once. So then we don't make likes and views and social media cloud our judgment, right? We only live this life once. Once we live this life. And I know that the public sentiment right now towards me, based on my position that I took, it's not good. But guess what happened? You see, if I was this content creator who depend on YouTube revenue for my daily bread, whoa, I would be really panicking. Yeah, I would be really panicking. Because me never hear my name called so much on social media. And I won't answer moving forward. No, I won't. I will make the God Almighty continue to do the work for me. I have a strong faith. That's why I'm able to make bold decisions that goes against the grain. And I know I have some people over here that can look and they fully understand what is going on. I am shocked that the veil is over so many eyes. Completely shocked. It's astonishing. Boy, you have to calm down with my big words. Yes. What is my mission in life? My mission in life. Ever since I was younger, I always wanted to make a difference. I didn't know like how that difference was going to come about. I didn't know. But I'm a strong believer of speaking things into existence. I'm a strong believer of that. Keep on saying, Father God, show me a way. What is my purpose in life? I didn't know that I would get some form of notoriety or some form of popularity. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I would be able to flash on the screen and Andrew Oldness people them are like my video and Marky G people them are like my videos and celebrities liking my videos. No, I did not know that. I just knew that I had something to offer to my people then. A difference. I did not know that I was going to be over here on a YouTube channel talking about a very promising young man who lost his life tragically. I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I was going to try to bring people together in a coalition to fight for justice for little Jaden Smith. I didn't know that. And I didn't know that after I made a pivot, the entire blogosphere would have lived by my name day in, day out, and continue to live on my name for content. I didn't know that. I did not know that. You see, the thing is this. Having an open debate, and I do believe like people are understanding. Them not fully there yet. Them not fully there yet. But I saw J Progress is coming around. Yeah. And congratulations on that, J Progress. I must say, congratulations. You're coming around, right? Because at the end of the day, it's one goal, one destiny, right? Regardless of the path that some people believe that we need to go down, it's one goal, one destiny, right? So this must continue to be civil, even if you disagree. And I ask, I'm not going to be doing any more live stream on that topic. Not saying I'm not going to stop working on it. Because me want to send somebody go to prison. That is what me want to do. And I know some people right now are shaking in their boots, but the general public don't see it. The veil is still over them eyes. Sadly, the veil is still over their eyes. People don't have to like me, you know. People don't have to like me. And let me tell you something, my people. When it comes to sources and those things, right? You never, ever, 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 ever. Never, ever. Right? So my mission and goal in life, my people, is to do good. That is it. Not to come out here and tell people something when I go so. That is not me. Not in my DNA. So the life that I live it without fear. Zero fear. I walk in some of the most craziest streets. With dangerous people. I live without any fear. I can get up today and I can go interview the most notorious person in Jamaica, in wherever, with no fear. And I have connects that can make that happen, right? And you may see interviews like that in the future. I tend to live life a little bit on the edge. That is my DNA. So the calm person that you see on your screen, and do me a big no, don't think or perceive this person to be naive, right? Soft. With pre can just call you and slip something by me. Never that. Never that. I have never been the one to actually follow the herd, Never. Ever since I was a little child. Me never follow back a people. I was always a leader. Always a leader. Me never follow back a people. Perfect example, like even during like COVID, shouldn't have said that word. When everybody aligned up to take the job, I say, no, sir. Me not take nothing. Even, you know what me do? Start preparing. I had a basement in my house. And me start preparing canned food up and while everybody are run to the supermarket to get toilet paper. I am running to the supermarket to get foods that can last for weeks and months. Survival. Yeah? That is what I did. Against the grain. That is how I live my life. Against the grain. I don't preach badness, but I do believe in protecting myself at all costs. Any means necessary. Badness is not nice. I've seen it. Very, very, very dangerous. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Driving in the main street. I don't even want to call the states. With the long. But when we see me bridging them, I drop one by one. I had to make a choice. Is it you go so? Or you go so? Right, yeah, so? You're going to end up 6'6", or you're going to end up in a jail. Right, yeah, so? You have some form of stability. Nothing is guaranteed, but some form of stability. And that is the way I went. And most of those people that we used to hang out with, they're no longer here. Gone to Shut Eye Country. Gone to Never Never Land. Never to be seen again. I understand how the mean streets work. Nobody can trick me. Nobody can trick me. You will see me come on stage and I be emotional. Sometimes even get into crying. But I don't really understand. I don't really understand. I am trying to catch a killer. And how do you do that? How do you do that? I'm not going to tell you no say me catch the killer yet. I'm not going to tell you that. But what me I beg on is this, right? Look close because the clues are there. Look very, very close because the clues are there. The clues are there. Feel free. The number is on your screen. 646 538 529. Sorry. 646 529 1535. Feel free to call in if you have anything to add to this conversation. The live stream is going to go wherever the people them want it to go, right? You see, that's going to be a short one, or it's going to be extended, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is. I do understand the people. I do understand, like, and me I tell you though, I'm just praying for those who really and truly want justice for that little boy. Just continue to get on your knees and continue to pray. That's all me have to say to you. That's all me have to say to you. I had a guess earlier that's supposed to come on earlier, but he's a businessman. So you have to sit with him, Father Miggs. He's a businessman, so you have to sit with him. Let's get to the comment section here. So we have Lorna Benbridge. Good night, Lorna. Thank you so much. Royal Empress in disguise. Big up yourself. We have Beverly Charles. Big up yourself. Yeah, this live stream was basically just put up, right? So it's what it is. And let's see here. Don't even give a hint. Well, all right, let's see. Sherilyn. Hi, YaadBoss. Good night. I'm here. Big up yourself, Sherilyn. Linda, big up yourself. Yes, yes, yes. I'm still here, YaadBoss. All right. Yes, just go hang in there, because that is the thing too. Like, sometimes I know I see it, right? Because I was on that side. I understand how human psychology work, you know. You see, when you're in this for just purely the money, and you see people get tricked, people really, really get tricked, you know. People really get tricked and bamboozled, right? If I was in this solely for the money, my people, you think I would have taken the position that I took? No. Where people are going to be able to buy me out for? 10,000 US dollars to sync a YouTube channel that is on the rise if I continue to do what I was doing? No. That would be silly. If you're building a YouTube channel, you can surpass way more than that. Because people don't understand how analytics work. Surpass way more than that. Yeah. So if I was in this solely for just money, I would never ever take the position that I took against the grain. Would I never take that position there. But now across the blogosphere, who is the topic now? I'm a genius, you know. Listen to people. Remember, you know, Jaden Smith case? I had no traction. Who bring the traction in the case? Me? Who made the pivot for the right reason? Me? Who for name everybody I live pan? Mines? Who everybody I tear down? Me? Who everybody I unfollow? Me? So who is the genius in all of this? Tell me. Who? The signs are there. The clues are there. In either direction. But them can't figure it out. I have a small group of people that I'm working with that would call me inner circle. And we go back and forth, back and forth. It's a puzzle that is very difficult to figure out. Very, very difficult to figure out. It's complicated, and we have to wait patiently. Yeah, but you see, the thing is this, right? And that is the reason why I believe people need to be critical thinkers and not just be followers, right? It's okay to have multiple beliefs on what actually occurred. It's okay. And me, I understand where the public is coming from because they don't really understand why I'm taking the stance that I'm taking, but I understand why. I understand why. And I understand why the police them took the stance that they took by not arresting anybody. I understand that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Critical thinking. Yes. So, yeah, when you like, you try help people, I know them a lip every single TNT. Like, now you become their content. Because really and truly, they have no real investigative skills. I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about like some people. No real investigative skills. Just a bunch of noise. Yeah, just a bunch of noise. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Hello, good evening. This is YaadBoss. Yes. Yes.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
At first, this is about the Jaden. At first, when you came out with that itinerary,
Yeah.
I was very upset, highly upset. Okay. And after a while, something came to me. I'm not going to say what came to me. And I said, he has a plan. He has a serious plan. And tonight, you confirmed it when you said, how do you catch a murderer? Okay.
Yep.
So I understand exactly what's going on. And if it is what you're saying and what I'm thinking, continue.
Yep.
Continue. I will keep on listening.
Yes.
But yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
And and I understand why you took the stand you took. Because to get ahead, sometimes you have to think ahead. Yeah. So that's basically what I
yeah, and a lot of people don't really understand, like, you see the madness that you see is going on. It's not really hurting his case, it's actually making the case more stronger.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And I do believe that the noose is tightening somewhere.
Yes. 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 Yeah. But yes, you can withhold some information, but the ones that will benefit the enemy, those are the ones you kind of tweak it a little bit. So that they don't, because you always need to be a step ahead of them.
Right.
You cannot be on the same level with them. You have to think like them, but you cannot be on the same level with them. You have to be a step ahead of them.
Yeah, the thing is this, right? On social media, like, people really believe that they know you personally. They know how you think, right? I don't think any bloggers ever seen anybody go to prison before. None of them.
Yeah,
right? They never bring a case against nobody yet. So I don't understand how they can actually judge based on what they see, like a demeanor on screen, And then,
no, but you have to understand that Jaden Smith's case is it's sensitive.
Yeah.
And it's, if sound like you are making the enemy win, it touched a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to also understand the same way you take your stand, you have to understand that the people who are passionate about him, about the case, they, you know, it sounds like you're throwing a wrench into it, making it worse.
Yeah.
Like we have to go back to the beginning,
right,
to get where no one wants that.
The thing is, this is how we process information, how fast we process information.
Yeah.
I think that is the problem, right?
Yes.
Because so for 6 months I've been beat in the family, right? And once I receive confirmation, and I know people really don't trust me because I made that switch, right? And I'm gonna tell the people themselves, okay, see the itinerary right here, right? And I can confirm 100%, right? That is factual. I think that is my misjudgment with the public. So they must say, like, yeah, boss, how the hell did you actually confirm that was 100% factual, right? But if I divulge that, it's a major problem. And I don't think the public understand that.
Right.
You get me?
But also regarding that itinerary, YaadBoss, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You can have that itinerary from the time she got on the plane until the exit. You did not come and say what happened between 125 when that plane landed, because supposedly she was on that plane. What happened between 125 and 7:09 p.m.? All right, you cannot give an account for that.
All right, let me ask you a question, right? If you're just not a regular blogger, right? And let's say you're an investigative journalist, right? And you have a couple of sources, right? That provided information to you. And you don't just know what time the flight, because at the first, right, I didn't actually know what time the flight actually hit the gate, right? Other people went out and they do that, right? But if you know the movement from the gate to immigration to custom, and you're an investigative journalist, right? And you want people to trust you, not just on this case, but on future cases.
Okay.
Would you bend to public pressure to expose your sources to the public? Would you do that?
No, you're not bending to public pressure. But if you're bringing the reference or the item into the public's view, you have to come with things to back it up.
I did.
It was, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not enough. It's not enough, because you're just giving an account as to what time, like I said, what time she boarded the plane and what time the plane reached the destination. Remember, she's a seasoned traveler. She's not someone who doesn't know what to do. She came on, no baggage, no nothing. She would be the first one to stand up in the aisle to get to the front. She knows what to do. She knows everything about traveling, because she's been doing it yearly, So she is going to come through the airport before anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She will get to her car. The car is waiting for her. This is, she will get to the car. The car is waiting for her. Getting from one destination to the next. If you have a plan, you're going to make your plan work according to how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
She is going to get to that destination where little Jaden was. Supposedly in enough time.
Let me ask you this question, right? If when all is said and done, and the entire public is wrong, what do you think is going to be the recourse?
hypothetically speaking.
No, I'm not talking about hypothetically speaking. Not hypothetically.
But it's not. They're not. The public is not wrong. I'm sorry to tell you.
You 100% positive about that?
Huh?
You 100% positive about that?
Yes, I can say I'm 100% positive.
And what if you're dead
based
wrong?
Based on what they have said and the entire evening, the entire situation around everything. They cannot be innocent. No way. They're not innocent.
So if they're proven innocent, right? And you see them marching smarty go down in a GP that is not the family, what you gonna do?
Me not do nothing. I have nothing
to
do.
Apologize?
I'll just say, but okay. YaadBoss, these people, they are not innocent. Even if they did not do it, they know about it. She's a mastermind of this whole thing. She is the mastermind. Even if she did not raise the first hand and hit Jaden or whatever she didn't do physically herself, she knows about it from the minute that little boy, the incident happened in the home. She knows about it.
You see, the thing is this, right? It's going to be extremely difficult, right, to convince any member of the public. We just have to make sure, I'm hoping, I'm praying, right, that we're able. We just have hope and I pray, right, that we're able to find the person that is actually responsible.
You will.
For sacrificing Jaden.
You will. That person will come forward. Well, even if what you will, it will happen.
I'm just a God, you know. When I say people have to believe me, you know. I'm just guarding, you know, right?
Yeah.
That who may have a piece of surprise. Pound a hand.
Yeah, well, that's life. Life is full of surprises.
Yeah, but what may I try to say to you is this, right? I was gone home for 6 months. Right? I mean, I said, they murder him. But somewhere along the way, we get a piece of information. Not just one piece of information. And then my big virgin hooked me up with somebody. I mean, I tell you no. Don't be surprised that the entire Jamaica will be apologizing to the family. That's all I have to say. I know it's I'm not trying to convince nobody, you know. I'm not trying to convince nobody.
No, of course not.
I'm not trying to convince anybody. But all I'm trying to tell people is just look. The clues is right there, you know, on the yai.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, all of the videos them when we produce.
But
even the live stream last night, the clues is right there, you know, on the yai, but you not see it. You have to walk on the yai.
Our eyes are open. Our eyes are open.
Just keep on praying.
Of course.
You know.
Of course.
Keep on praying. We can't convince him, but just keep on praying.
Yeah. It's not a matter of convincing. It's that the perpetrator come forward. That's it.
And who you believe the perpetrator is going to be?
It's not up to me to say it, but I have an idea. But I'm not going to, you know, say anything.
You think it's you think it's going to be the family?
YaadBoss, you know who it is, and the family know who it is.
And I'm just asking you, like, do you believe it's going to be the family members?
it's a family effort.
It's a family effort.
Yeah.
So you believe that Jaden made it home on Friday?
If he made it home on Friday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Right,
I
right,
don't know.
right. Yeah.
No comment. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. I know you're in the hot seat.
What
Yeah,
I think, if it is what I think you're doing,
mm-hmm.
to bring, justice and, some kind of closure for
Mm-hmm.
the other family and for us, because we need a closure too, then
Mm-hmm.
then continue doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in no time they will come forward. They have to.
You see, the thing is this, like yesterday I threw in the towel, right? But it's like they might pull me back in. They might say, don't go nowhere. You know? They might pull me back and say, where you go? I want to beat you some more. I want to beat you.
Yeah, and everything there's you have your choice. You have a choice. You can make a choice. But if you're really for it, for justice for Jaden, and you have a plan, you gotta have a plan. Then continue.
Right.
Yeah, continue. It'll be worth it after all.
Yeah,
because it's heart-wrenching. I don't even want to think about what happened to him. I don't want to think about it. But eventually.
Yeah, I have an idea. I have an idea what exactly happened to Jaden. And it's very, very sinister.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, very, very sinister. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yep.
That's a shame. That's really a shame. But yeah, I don't. It's really disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah, and eventually, they had their time to laugh and to run and whatever, but in due time, everything takes time. And, all we have to do is continue fighting.
Yeah.
And, just continue fighting and supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, YaadBoss.
Thank you so much.
It was great speaking with you.
All right,
for sure.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yes, my people. Another day, living a life of purpose. That is it. Never follow the herd and look for the hidden details. Yeah. And even like the debate last night where, see, the thing is this, right? Yeah, I don't even want to go there, but the phone line is open. Feel free to call in. Yeah, I think I need a break. I need to go take some sleeping pill and just sleep because my ears are ring. Like all day today, my ears just are ring, are going. Yeah, I need to take a huge break off of this thing, yeah. To tell the truth. Yeah. Okay. All right. So when God is appointed. Okay. Good night, YaadBoss. Agreed. Let's continue down here. All right. It's okay. I'm hanging with you. Yes. Thank you. I believe what you're doing and respect you for it. Yes. It's complicated and we have to wait patiently. Yeah, patience is one key thing, right? Because if I know that the prince, okay. Hello, good evening. This is YaadBoss. You're live on the air. Hello? Hello? Okay. I guess that person got Scared of the spotlight and bounce. Yeah, I strongly believe in my gut that a lot of the narrative in the public domain, and I'm the one who always want go out on a limb, right? And I'm going to say it again. I believe that most of the narrative surrounding the Jaden Smith case was fabricated. Let me say that again. I believe that most of the narrative surrounding the Jaden Smith case was fabricated. I said it. Yes. I would rather take a recording when me hear somebody attack than an eyewitness that is standing there. That is my personal opinion. Because people lie bad. If you know, you know. And I said it. That Mr. T is not a credible witness. So if you not hear Mr. T, I say, Mr. Gabriel in I'm out. Me I tell you, I will if I want to lose in a courthouse, you know. What if I want to lose in a courthouse? Mr. T, I said this year one time, I said that the one there. Mr. T is not a credible witness. But the problem is this. It's hard for people to actually pivot in the right direction, but I made the pivot. I don't expect everybody to pivot with me. I don't expect everybody to pivot with me. And you ask for evidence that link the principal to the family, and they cannot produce it. That is the public challenge. I'm not going to call nobody name, but that is the public challenge to everybody out there, all of the investigators there. Proof. Solid proof, I don't want to hear no hearsay, no. Prove to me, or prove to the public that the house of a spiritual and work is controlled by Principal Gabriel. Prove that. No listen to nobody I tell you no nothing. Prove it. A proof would be what? And coming out and say, Principal Gabriel, I'm a boss. You have Mr. T on recording saying, Principal Gabriel, I'm a boss. Me no want to hear nobody I say none of that. Me not gonna believe it. Me want to hear it on tape. Since you not believe me no want to hear nothing nobody I say. Me want to hear it on recording. We might be into a rude surprise. In this case, and if it trend the way I'm trending, I feel like it's gonna trend. Dan nyam sopa. Dan nyam sopa. So I say to you once again, my people, just look for the hidden clues. If you want, go listen to go watch the live stream that I did last night. Go watch that. Go watch the live stream there. We're gonna build back better over here. We're gonna take our time, right? Even if we have 150 something people over here, it's fine, right? Because we want to do the right thing. Hello, good evening. You're live on the air. Yes.
YaadBoss.
Yes.
What's up, my brother?
I'm there.
I'm there. Watch your live. You still live?
Yeah, man. Turn on your TV.
I did.
Yeah.
So the reason me I call is
Yeah.
just kind of confused about this whole situation. Cause me I feel like now for a while from the beginning of everybody when it come out and she need make her statement and everything up until this point and what you video them.
Yeah.
See check flight time and everything, which flight she could have come on and all kind of thing. So we kind of, we don't know if we're disappointed or what, but we don't understand just like, oh, your mind just changed from one thing to the next, just like that. We don't see, oh, and then it's not like it say, okay, you know, we're forthcoming with information or nothing like that. We say, all right, we have an itinerary. If me book a flight to Jamaica right now, me have an itinerary, that means I have to go up on the flight. So, we don't know. I mean, I try. Me there see my watch your life at the same time. I'm saying, me there call, come see a number posted. I mean, I call, you know, but we just try to understand why the different, why the shift.
Let me tell you why the shift, right? The shift is I'm trying to catch the person who killed Jaden. Right? I was not sure if one of the family members them murdered Jaden. And the more I dig into this case here, I have a strong feeling who murdered Jaden.
So if that's the case, then why would somebody outside of the family murder Jaden? For what reason?
Just make the police them do their work.
Okay. We just, you know, even when the LA Lewis interview and Mr. Tia said, I mean, Shanique, 9 o'clock down at the pharmacy and all kinds of stuff. So all of a sudden, Shanique is not a suspect when, you know, I don't understand, boy. I don't know where really are going. But me just, you know me confused where are going with this thing.
All right. So this is the thing, right? It's going to take a while for us to process it, right? And that is the reason why I'm getting the beating and the backlash. Because it's very difficult for people to process, right? Because remember, you know, a lot of people put them faith in me. I understand that, right? Because I've been breaking down the case from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Right? And then all of a sudden, me switch. But if me I tell all of you, right, that's been following me from the beginning, that I was able to verify that Shanique was on that flight. What me gonna ask you to do is just give me the benefit of doubt. Just believe in me, right? We produce the itinerary. Just believe in me. And trust me word says Shanique was actually on the flight. That is when we are big on
she couldn't commit the crime if you understand the crime was committed. She wasn't able to commit the crime based on the time when she entered.
Correct.
Well, YaadBoss, boy, I don't know, yeah, man. We just confused that whole time y'all spread, you know, me share the video, they make everybody at justice for Jaden, and then at 3-6, not even 360, you know, 180 from one direction to a total opposite direction.
Yeah, but when I say to you is Carla, right? Remember, we're talking about public sentiment, and we are talking about police work. The police them could care zero about public sentiment. What them want to do is catch the person who murdered Jaden. And if you see them a whole lamp on Shanique and them a whole lamp on Mr. T and none of the family, that should give you a big clue.
Right. But we did also under the impression say, well, the police them now do nothing. But so if you say the police them are work, then we gotta just wait and see.
A madness that.
If you turn out to be right, you know, because, you know, as we say, you know, we start like lose faith now. You come here and say, what YaadBoss, somebody must get to him or something. Well, we apologize. Like we the caller talk, you answer, say if you're wrong, should we apologize? But we apologize because John, me have in my mind say, Shanique, you know, me the America, I'm sure you the America too. We want to find which person can go protest in front of our hospital, but you know,
this
then,
is
you know, mental to the pan because you can't tell me say she and them, but hey, if you say something,
this is a high profile case, very, very high profile, right? And for the past 6 months, we have had the impression that the police them now do no work, right? But the officer we me talk to, that is not the case. It's a high profile case.
Okay. It have to be because the whole world, I watch everybody interested in this case. Because nobody don't know how the little boy just disappear. And from the beginning, you know, it's a thing will make people really suspect the family. Is because of the initial thing what happened to the baby Zaire. So everybody has said, well, Zaire get hurt, Shanique fly to Jamaica. And then Jaden disappear. 1, 2, 3. You understand? So that's what the sequence eventually people look at and say, why? No, nothing else could happen than Shanique have something to do with it. Based on the sequence of events. The baby get hurt, Shanique go to Jamaica, Jaden miss.
Yeah. So there's
you know?
I get what you're saying. There's a couple of things, right? Can I say this?
Yeah, man. I hear you.
There is it's possible that somebody was watching Jaden Smith. That's what I can say. It's possible that somebody was watching him. And I'm not sure if they knew that Shanique was flying down. And I know when I say this, everybody can say, boy, YaadBoss, I take him listeners them for idiot, you know. Right? But it could be a big coincidence that those who have been watching Jaden, if you take him away, just happen to do it
in that time frame
on the Friday. Yes.
Wow.
Because if me ever tell you, say, me can't place Shanique at the Mega Mart at 4:45 p.m. Me ask anybody out there to place her there, and nobody can do it all now. Them get a lot of people that investigate the case, you know. Them get a flight itinerary and then can't put her there all now.
Yeah, but from when we understand is, from when we see, because trust me, when Ellie was all over it and go on, you know, all of these, everybody investigate this thing. Nobody ever put Shanique at the Mega Mart nor the Little Caesar. Shanique said she go buy chicken and chips or whatever, right? And she go to the hospital with the baby and what have you. Everybody talk about Perth Road and all kind of something. But nobody never said Shanique there at the Mega Mart.
No, you have to show it. You see, everything when you see covered over the past 6 months, prior to us knowing exactly when Shanique flight arrived at the gate, you have to show that out. You have to disregard all of Mr. T timeline.
Regard Mr. T timeline.
Yeah.
Show everybody not friends, you know.
Yeah.
Because when Shanique said, or Cammy said, when she come out and say everything Cammy say are true, or Tammy say are true, she reached the island certain time and she drive and she stopped the chicken, the baby want chicken and chips from KFC and all kind of something and she and then Mr. T come back and say, him meet Shanique at the pharmacy 9 o'clock in the morning and give her the key to go for spur tree. And that's when everybody said, wait a minute. The thing so she said she reached the island 3 o'clock and she reached something 7 o'clock or something like that in the time frame. But Mr. T is saying see her 9 o'clock and give her key to go first spur tree, he'll go freshen up.
Yeah.
Up by boss, up by the wife boss yard.
That is what everybody was running with, right? But no, I think some people are just disingenuous, right? And they want to continue down a path, right? Where they're still believing the 9 o'clock sighting and they're still believing the 3:30 sighting, even though you have, and they must say the itinerary bogus, let me tell you. So when them try to say Mr. T actually saw her at 9 o'clock and nobody can produce a flight.
But then, YaadBoss, why would Mr. T make up such a lie then?
It's not a lie. I'm not lying, make up.
Well, I know. You hear my question now?
Yeah.
So why would Mr. T make up such a lie then to cover the perpetrators them who potentially hurt Jaden? You're going to make up a lie to say you see Shanique that time of the morning? When you know say Shanique not there Jamaica till after 3 in the afternoon? That don't make no sense.
The thing is this, right? You ever hear an excellent witness and a horrible witness before?
Yes.
Yeah. So a horrible witness would see a man without a shirt and say the man had on a blue shirt or a white shirt, right?
Right.
Mr. T is that type of witness in the sense that there are, I mean, I want to paint him in the bad picture, right? Their account said Mr. T always live a rum bar, right? The Shanique did not arrive in the island prior to 9 o'clock. So she never,
9 a.m. the morning.
yeah, she never arrived. Okay. So that means Mr. T, if Mr. T indeed not telling a lie, right? Mr. T is confusing days. Okay? And then the other 3 o'clock sighting, the 3 o'clock sighting is also impossible. He did indeed saw Shanique when she arrived at the hospital.
She reached the hospital a little bit after them, that thing surprised that she at hospital so fast.
Yeah, but what me I said to you is this, right? Mr. T said he go to the hospital once on Friday, you know. So the one time when him go in at the hospital from Friday, you know, is when him see Shanique, you know. Because it's impossible for Shanique to arrive a month ago and see my 3 o'clock.
Figure job carry Jaden and Demar.
Yeah.
To get them ready to go to school.
Yeah.
Right? Even and say they carry them over him to breakfast and give them left food and they cook from the day before or something for them and drop off Jaden at tax station or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when he left the hospital, but him saying go back the afternoon. And say, Sean, after he reached by the hospital the afternoon, after him say Shanique the morning, I'm surprised to see how quick Shanique reached the hospital. That's what he said.
You may understand what you're saying, no, Carla. 100% understand what Mr. T said. Right? I understand, but is what Mr. T is seeing is clouded by something, because if it can't stand up to physical evidence, we must see is not true.
Why would he say that stuff for no say that he might potentially
create
the alibi for somebody who actually hurt Jaden?
Yeah, he might we might do a send him family go to prison.
Go to prison. Why would he do that?
And that's where the rum bar situation comes in.
Yeah, but yeah, boss, me drink, me sure other people the drink, and you know, I'm a 24/7 drunk.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but
what you have to do is, right, you have to the timeline with Mr. T. Every single time we give, you have to throw that out. Even not understand timing. Okay. And I think I've seen some well-meaning people say, okay, let's throw out Mr. T and him timing, right? Mr. T almost set up himself for jungle justice, you know. And me have to analyze it because, you know, him always set up because me ready for send him go prison, you know. When me hear him say, me come home and me pick up who me carry, the father and the brother, and go out, go look for Jaden. And he made contact with the police them at 6:30. Me say, Mr. T, me catch you now. Ready for send you go to prison. Because at 2 times you go in the yard and your sister Jaden never did it. Because your wife and your son never did it when you say that. But then me play it over and over again. And me listen to what him say. He say, when he come home and we go in at the house, remember him live with Demar and his wife, right? We go in at the house, me pick up who me carry. So who him carry is his wife and Demar. And then him go for the father and him go for the brother. And the 5 of them go out, go look for Jaden. That's what him say, but you have to like play it over and over again and understand his lingo.
Yeah, because me never know say him from this thing I'm going, nobody never said me got contact with the father from when me here.
Yeah, the father went out on the search with them.
Okay, yes, you're right. I think we hear something about that in the first part or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the father living at the yard.
Something about that, you know?
Yeah. Father living at the yard, man.
The father living in a Mr. T yard?
Yeah, I believe he live in the house.
The bigger brother living at the back house, some house back there.
Yeah, I believe the father lived on the yard too. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. That's what I heard. Jaden, because remember, Jaden's father is Anne's I feel mother house that in the back of the yard, you know. And twin brother, you know.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah.
Yes, so and twin brother, absolutely right. So
yeah.
mother house
as well as
and mother house too. In the backyard with Jane brother.
So basically a female house.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jaden brother just lived there.
That one you're puzzling. That one is absolutely puzzling. It confusing, it puzzling, and you have put your whole credibility on the line, brother. And I hope you're right because everybody, 99% of people have been done say at them.
Yeah. If me did believe, not even if me did believe, right? If the police them did believe say at the family, or even one of them, me I tell us to them would they behind bars.
You know, because you're from here, you know, whole situation, they must say the Manchester police now, the Manchester police now, do this now, do that now. Even something where them go over the yard and them see blood in the yard and the mark tell them say goat blood and all kind of something. And no, you know, pathology was done on the blood to see if a human blood or animal blood. And the people must say, well, the police them now, you know, what the police them are doing. So everybody right now, the police them has both list now, do nothing. You know, so I don't know, man, we just really feel sorry for the youth. And what I really like is the justice thing because me, myself, me have 4 picnic.
Yeah.
You understand? And me no want to see look like that happen to them. You understand? And me don't know how me that feel if something happen to anyone of mine then. So
yeah.
Just don't say the youth just disappear like that in a 10 year.
Well, me I say to everybody we're living in the Manchester area, in a Jaden Smith community and surrounding, want to be on the lookout, right? For anybody moving anything in the area. Me I beg you no. Because I don't believe Jaden Smith was burnt anywhere. Want to be on the lookout for anybody digging up anything and moving anything in that area there. If you see anything like that, you call the police. You call the police.
Well, yep. YaadBoss, brother, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate the dialogue with us. Hope and pray that them find out who did this, whether it be the family or not the family.
Yes.
Anybody who is involved deserve to go to prison.
Yeah.
Right? So if I know the family, I know the family. But if I the family, the family deserves to go to prison.
Yeah.
Okay. You know?
Totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I say. I would like to say me here earlier in life, you don't want the wrong person to go to prison. But we also, in my mind, want to keep the focus on everybody who's a potential suspect.
Correct.
You understand? Everybody who's a potential suspect until we can clearly and certifiably weed them out. Them still a suspect. You know? And that's all we have to look at it, because at this point we are grasping at straws. Right? We're grasping at straws, we are crying out for justice.
All right, so this is what you do. This is what I'm gonna beg you for do, right? And you can call me back tomorrow when I'm not live on here, right? You give you a little bit of homework. We're gonna kind of like clear up everything. You know what? Go and watch. You can fast forward to certain part of the live stream last night. Just go and watch the live stream and see if you see any clues in there. All right.
I will watch it. Yeah, because I can watch it because you refer to it a few times tonight. I go watch it. And I go watch it with an open mind and open ears and open heart.
Yes.
And see if they have missed something.
You
understand?
Yeah.
And then man. If something comes to my spirit, I say, oh yeah, I eat that YaadBoss at that book. We'll show you back tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right, my brother.
All right. Blessings.
All right.
Yeah.
Bless up.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right, so somebody was trying to call just now. Let me see if I can reach back this person. Okay. All right, so we're like a hour and 7 minutes in. Let's see if anybody else will call in. All right, he said, I would love to know. Okay. Let's see here. If enough evidence is there, the culprit will get away. The culprit will not get away if there's enough evidence. All right, only educated people will get it. We stand with you, YaadBoss, seriously. All right. Hello, good evening. You're live on the air. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, how you doing?
YaadBoss.
Yes.
Yes. Let me turn down my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't been cool, you know. Yes, YaadBoss.
Yes.
Me, I listen and praise last night. And I listen to you say from there. I follow you.
Yeah.
But me, I listen to another program, a Tiger program. You know, and Tiger is saying certain things. And I believe we have a lot of merit tonight, you know. I heard him talking about a black car, I forgot the name of the car, black car. And a family member who involved.
Okay.
Right. I don't know if you listen to Tiger program.
Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen, you will see of those things of that. Today I hear on the same thing again.
Oh, he was live earlier? Was he live earlier today?
Yeah, Let me hear him. I don't know if I did the program. Him really.
Oh, you probably saw it on YouTube.
Me hear it. Me hear it today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about this family member who involved own a black car.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it kind of credible to me.
Yeah.
Reason being, I'm here not talking a lot of things about Shani, timeline, etc. Shani, now with your Jamaica, we really line up certain things. If you know Jamaica run, especially nowadays. Right? And I think if the police really want to get to the bottom of this thing, I call you already and I talk to you about those two lines, Jamaica High. One down at the school down there, so I want up a Broomfield up at the corner over so.
Is there like cameras at the taxi stand?
I talk Perth Road, man.
No, I'm talking about at the taxi stand where everybody meet up, right down on Mandeville there.
I talk Perth Road, in front of Manchester High School. If you go on Perth Road, you have to pass the front of Manchester High School.
Yeah.
And when you go further up, it's another light up the shop at Broomfield.
Yeah.
Right, across road, so. Any vehicle go on that road, why don't two stoplight and those two cameras?
Yeah, but what is the significance of a black market? Even if a black market is captured in that area, how is that going to lead to a conviction?
Because there's significance to it. That's why maybe say you watch Tiger program.
Yeah, I see something about the
who
black.
Who drive it?
I don't know.
Drive it. That's me. I said. That's what I say. You know, based upon what Tiger is saying about that car, right? And possibly not his car. No. Again, in this time, people communicate with their cellular phone.
Yeah.
And when you communicate with your cellular phone, right, digital, our flow, have data, right?
Yeah.
And digital and flow can tell the police when Sunny comes to the island, whoever she communicates with.
Yeah, but this is what I always tell my audience, right? That Coco's business no work, so.
Yeah, listen, the police are charged, so you go find the evidence now. Listen.
Yeah.
This is forensic evidence. So you go track down.
So so the police are gonna take with their phone and go inside there?
Yeah, if you suspect the person, of course.
I know so it work.
Listen YaadBoss. We live in America like you. You live in America like. Right?
Yeah.
And you never fit good on Miami. Right? And commit a crime down there. And get ready so easy. They are going,
but you know they need a warrant. They need a warrant. Yeah, more than likely they would get. Yeah, more than likely they would get a warrant to go in at somebody's phone. You know, but them can't just take the phone.
Listen, what I'm trying to say, there's a suspect. There's a suspect, and once you become a suspect,
they can get a warrant. The
police can track you down.
Yeah.
The police can investigate you.
Yeah, and then get a warrant to search your phone and your car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? And can see who you talk to.
Yeah.
At what time you talk to them. How many times you talk to them per day.
Yeah.
Those person who you talk to, investigate those person movement, etc., etc.
But you know, a criminal would have delete the whole of them thing they buy now and probably destroy the phone.
Well, probably so.
6
But what I'm
months?
trying to find out,
Yeah.
that is how the ball have been dropped.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah, but what me ask
Because
to you is,
if hear me out.
Yeah.
If the camera, I make a man pick up Jaden a purpose for argument's sake.
Yeah.
Trap like that. Whatever car, motor vehicle, or any vehicle that I'll go and Perth Road.
Yeah.
Say 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after.
Yeah.
You put it in that timeline. I said because you said 10 minutes before and after.
Yeah.
Those vehicles are up for investigation.
Right.
Right? You're going to investigate and happen none of them, you know. But you're going to investigate them. Right?
Oh, okay.
You investigate one of the vehicles that enter Perth Road within that given time.
Yeah. Okay.
And somebody occupied, drive that vehicle down. As soon as you put the information on the vehicle, everything will come up. Right? And you're going to be able to find out who was the occupant of that vehicle at that given time. And that's how you're going to narrow it down.
Yeah.
If the person become a person of interest based upon communication, then you take in that person and interrogate the person.
Right.
Right? And that's how you're going to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Right? In nowadays you have what they call DNA, etc. Right?
Yeah.
I understand when L.A. Lewis them was searching that area. That and that road right up in the corner there.
Yeah.
Before you go to Broomfield where you have that old house. Belongs to the family.
Do you have any proof of that?
I know how to meet some here them say, I don't have any proof.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. We need proof. Yeah.
But it can be checked out. It can because it's a property. They may over there, they lose them over there, check the building and them mention something burn up there. Something like something them burn, they say, my whole pan in there. And them say the property related.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. But there's a property, and every property can be checked out who the property belongs to.
And if the property belongs to them, what significance does that have in the disappearance of
what
children?
I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out. Right? Somebody can direct Jaden to go that down there.
Oh,
and the students said they Jaden, it turned that direction. It's a place probably that Jaden
Upper Perth Road, you say, right?
Familiar with.
Upper Perth Road?
Probably, yeah, Perth Road.
All right, let me just give you an inside baseball, right? An inside baseball on that property that you're talking about on Perth Road. It's an abandoned property.
I'm talking about an abandoned building.
Yeah, on Perth Road. You know who live inside there?
Nobody is an abandoned
building. But a bunch of gays, a bunch of gays, stray gay guys, right? They.
I don't know who live inside here.
May I tell you who frequent over there, so a bunch of gay guys, right? You know when them parents them kick them out and them on the streets. That is who frequent over there, so the abandoned place.
Well, probably so, but what I'm trying to say,
yeah.
Remember, Jaden go to Manchester High. And Jaden have no reason to go on Perth Road, to go home. No, absolute no reason.
Yeah.
As a result of that, if Jaden have been seen on Perth Road, are going towards Perth Road, and somebody have to direct him to Perth Road. They come to Perth Road and meet us at Perth Road and meet me at Perth Road, etc.
Yeah.
Right? Because he have no other reason for it.
Yeah, we're not really like 100% sure because there are reports that saying that Jaden also went back to the taxi stand. Okay. So we have Perth Road. We have Perth Road and then we have Taxistan. You know?
I mean, I hear that.
Yeah.
You see? And if the investigation, if the evidence, the last site in Jamaica, a Perth Road, then the next puzzle, as we know in our investigation and analysis, right, is to move Jaden from Perth Road.
Oh, to move him from Perth Road.
And you cannot solve the problem. I would accept you're able to remove Jaden now from the road. But this is where the investigation take you.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So you know how to figure out.
How to
next,
move. Yeah.
Where Jaden go from Perth Road. And one of the ways you have to know, assume that somebody pick up Jaden at Perth Road. But remember, Jaden said to him schoolmate, him name umbrella too.
Yeah.
That somebody will come pick him up.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so mother feels a Jaden idea. If somebody tell Jaden, someone going to pick him up, Jaden must know that somebody are going to pick him up. Right? And if Jaden knows it, Jaden know that for him to go home.
Yeah.
Right? He would have to take a taxi. And the other side, you forgot to run the name. And the taxi stand, Newport taxi stand. Right?
Yeah.
There's no way if he never get a message that somebody will come pick him up, would he find himself a Perth Road? No, absolutely no reason, except him not go crazy.
Yeah, the thing is this, there's like sighting, right, that said he was going up on Perth Road. They're not 100% positive that he was even at Perth Road, right?
But
so
listen, but Mega camera say.
Yeah.
We not talk about who
he made a turn. Yeah, he made a turn.
Camera now.
Yeah. All right.
The camera can't tell a lie.
Are you familiar with the era, right? Let's say he did go towards the Perth Road era. How far is that intersection between Perth Road and Grove Road to the taxi stand? How far is that?
It's far. Listen, the taxi stand on the other side.
No, how far? How long it would take him? How long it would take him to walk over the side?
A whole heap of walking. The taxi stand on the back of Manchester High.
Yeah, but so that means would that take him maybe what, a 15 minutes to walk down there?
We're not talking about the time now. We're talking about where he was last seen.
Yeah, but what I said to you is this, right? He left from Manchester High School and he went to Little Caesar. And then he went to Megamart.
Listen, to pick out Little Caesar out right. We are talking about when you're doing an investigation. You have to follow the evidence. Right?
Yeah.
He was last seen. Right? At Perth Road.
Yeah.
So that is where the investigation take you.
Yeah.
Right? So the puzzle now.
Yeah.
Is to find out how him leave Perth Road.
Yeah, but you see, I'm not familiar with the era that much, right? I would have to maybe go and.
Well, you don't know the era, we know the era.
Yeah, but what me ask you is this, right? After Perth Road, right? What if he actually go back down at the taxi stand?
But nobody said that and see man.
Nobody know that because we're not tracking back down there. The sighting last at Perth Road. So me ask you now, say, right? If him go up at the stoplight, right? And he's able to go back to the taxi stand. How long? Because he would have to go back down. Where would I go if he go back down to the taxi stand?
To me, that good walking.
Yeah, because you say 15 minutes from he would have go from, so he would have trace back his trail going back down, right?
We can't tell the timeline right now because we never really walk it. We drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We never really walk it. And if me not walking now, we couldn't tell the whole lot more that.
Yeah, and him young.
We couldn't tell that. I mean, I want to go that at the timeline.
Yeah.
We are taxing the investigation.
Yeah.
Take you to Perth Road.
Yeah.
The puzzle is to move Jaden from Perth Road. Either somebody pick him up around there or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if find out who pick him up around there. Right?
Yeah.
That is how Jamaica I come in and do that's it.
And
the other thing again. We have this blogger named Porter. We didn't call him Jamaica Young Police.
Yeah, Port, yeah.
Me used to listen.
Yeah.
The best detective promoter Jamaica.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, all right. I mean, here on him program one time today, a thing you call the Pegasus something.
Pegasus, yeah.
While you were talking,
similar to Jamaica, yeah, but yeah.
You were talking, you were saying that sometimes people talk certain things and piece of people understand what they must.
Yeah.
You were talking about people who stay in the state here and organize crime in Jamaica. Right?
Yeah.
And we're indicating that you have that system.
Yeah.
To intercept them called etc. Right? That's what you were, and you may never say it out loud.
Yeah.
Out clear. But that's what you were indicating.
Yeah.
As you rightly say, it's something similar to Jamaica. So whole I don't know.
Yeah.
They look away to get hurt.
Yeah.
They call the mother. Mother go respond, you know.
Yeah.
If the mother respond, then the call can be tracked.
Right.
That's all. So using the timeline.
Yeah.
From the mother get the first call. Who the mother talk to?
You talking about in a foreign? Who get the call?
You listen them yes. If it is foreign, it call me from foreign.
Yeah.
It go intercept here. It don't intercept in Jamaica.
Yeah.
By the Pegasus or something.
Yeah.
As me would have figured out from reporters.
Yeah.
That's my analysis of what I was saying.
Yeah, but when me I try to tell you,
there's a system in Jamaica.
Yeah.
There's a system in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right. To track.
Yeah.
Suspicious car.
Yeah.
Me just use the word suspicious.
Yeah, but when me I try to tell you, is this.
And also I'm actually saying about.
Yeah.
That is why you're actually implying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In the Jaden Smith case, one second, caller, 1 second. In the Jaden Smith case, right? All them the thing there, 6 months later, not going to do anything, right?
But it shouldn't. That's what I'm trying to find out. Those are the first things.
Steppers, yeah.
Those are the first thing.
Yeah.
To be investigated.
Yeah.
If you remember, it's not matter if on day one you never have a suspect. On day one.
Yeah, but them clear them as they go along. That's what I try to tell you now. But people now listen to me.
What you're saying to all those potential, evidence have been checked out.
Nah, listen to me. Like we beat up a gum and go away. Like for the past 6 months, I was beating one particular person. Right?
And that's on me here,
And I was marching all the way to the DPP.
Me here, I'm listening all the while.
Yeah.
I'm listening, me here, Mr. T, when he tell L.A. Lewis to come and listen to the day. Me listen everything when Mr.
Macron,
where the gentleman to drink on Mr. King.
yeah, Macron,
Macron
witness crumble, tumble down, tuck away.
But at the same time,
yeah.
at the same time.
Listen, I forgot to take the call here, yeah? I forgot to take the call here.
Yeah, man.
All right, blessings,
Yeah,
blessings. Man. Yeah, man. Hello, good evening. You're live on the air. Yes.
Okay, hi, good night, and good night to the viewers.
Yes.
I'm going to be quick. I just got a couple of points
no,
here.
Man,
yeah?
take your time. You have time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I first want to address this thing with everybody saying, oh, you switch side and thing like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It brings to my mind a situation. My son was younger,
mm-hmm.
and he come home and he have a slap, like somebody take their right hand and slap him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
When I teach, at the time he was too young to really say a who, but you can't say it was an adult. Well, of course, I go in, raise Cain in at the school, accuse the teacher,
Mm-hmm.
make a complaint. When it come time for file the complaint,
mm-hmm.
the lady pick up the pen with her left hand and sign the paper. That is when I realized I know she did slap him. See?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Somebody will say, oh, whatever, not whatever. But any which way,
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying is that I can understand when you get new information,
mm-hmm.
you say, oh boy, maybe I was on the wrong path.
Right.
All right. Okay. So next up now,
mm-hmm.
I had always been under the impression that it was Mr. T
mm-hmm.
that sent Jaden away to protect him from Shanique. Yes, never say it.
Oh.
That has always been my stance because
mm-hmm.
we cannot say that the other family members are guilty without saying that they are lying.
Mm-hmm.
You follow that?
Yeah.
In order to say that they are guilty, everybody have to say, oh, I'm a lie about this, she never arrived that time, blah, blah, blah,
mm-hmm.
and all of that. But Mr. T, no. Everything he's saying is questionable. And in my opinion, you know, yourself included, people talk about romantic.
Yeah.
I think it's somebody lying to cover up themselves and cannot remember their lie.
Oh,
that's
Mr.
how I
T?
see that. Okay?
Yeah.
In addition, he said to Jaden, if you can't be good,
be
careful.
Yeah.
I am a 58-year-old Jamaican woman. Mm-hmm. And anybody on the live, or you know, that could hear me,
mm-hmm.
they will understand. That is something you say to somebody when they are going away for a week, or you understand. You don't say that to somebody that's going to school and coming home in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rushing through because I just want to get the point. I'm saying,
no, man, take your time. You don't have to rush. Take your time.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Perth Road.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, when Mr. T taking, of course, everybody, my assumptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are all surmising right now.
Yeah.
When Mr. T is driving Jaden to the taxi stand,
mm-hmm.
he tell Jaden, I'm going to have somebody to pick you up after school because, you know, Shani coming down today, and we don't want you to have no problem. We're going to have somebody to pick you up. Meet so-and-so, and this so-and-so, I believe, is some family member of Mr. T. Meet so-and-so on Perth Road after school. Jaden come out of school, do his normal routine, go and go get the food, because I'm going to meet so-and-so, you know, and you don't know if so-and-so going to have food for him to eat, so I'm going to make sure I get him food, carry with him, right?
Yeah.
He going and get him food, but now he's 12 years old.
Yeah.
Run to the taxi stand and say, oh, no. We're supposed to go to Perth Road, go meet so-and-so. Head up to Perth Road, go about in business. Now everything bust, and it becomes so big in the media. Now I know the next question is, if that is true, where is Jaden now?
Because the only person that could have tell Jaden to meet somebody would be Mr. T, because Jaden never have his phone.
Exactly. So in the morning, because listen, let me just since you tell me something can't talk, let me take a next minute. Let me go back to Thursday night en route to the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just hear me with the role play.
Yeah.
And call Shanique. Shanique, you know, so the baby dropped down and, you know, we are on the way to the hospital. All right, mommy, well, tell me what happened and, you know, keep me posted. Okay, all right. Now, well, no, what happened all in fall? Well, him and Jaden are play and Jaden something and whatever. Now, from she hear the name Jaden, you see that young boy? Can you imagine how a mother would carry on? You understand?
Yeah.
Jaden is in the car. He's hearing this. his little heart is pumping like, Lord have mercy, I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Are you saying something?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. You know, Lord have mercy, I'm going to be in trouble. All right. Now, you know, say, Mr. T have real love for Jaden. Well, I really believe that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now when he get a little time with Mr. T, you know, Uncle, boy, I'm afraid, you know, I'm afraid when Shani comes, she'll go, you know, she'll go and rough me up. And Mr. T say, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to send you off a little bit. And, you know, when she come and then she gone back, then you can come back home. You understand? Because, listen, I feel that I am a good judge of people.
Yeah.
And God forgive me. But I look at that young lady's face and I can see she is a terror. I see it in her eyes. She is a terror.
Who is
and
that?
I believe she never come to Jamaica and don't catch up with nobody. She can, anytime she touch down, she'll catch up with somebody. That's what I see in her.
That's what
God
you see in
forgive
her
me
eyes?
if I'm wrong. Any which way, that's all I wanted to share. I see you yawning, you're tired. So
No, I'm not yawning. I'm not
but
yawning.
that is my position.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
All right. Good night.
Okay. Hello, good evening. Live on the air. Hello. Please turn on your TV. Oh, person. All right. Yeah, it's a tough crowd. Justice for Jaden Smith. Well, I say my runway, but we're throwing the white flag. But the people them still want to call in and voice their opinions on what is going on in the Jaden Smith case. Yeah, this is the people's channel, you know, wherever the people them want it to go, it will go. All right, so we're hour and 36 minutes in. And I think we're gonna call it a night tonight. Let's see what's going on in the comment section here. I understand that I've been getting beat up for 6 months now. Hello, good evening, live on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, turn on your TV, please.
Yeah, good night.
Yes, good night. Talk to me.
YaadBoss?
Yes.
Oh, but I'm not hearing you on the TV.
Yeah, turn on the TV. You have to listen. You have to talk to me over the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
And maybe you can answer, maybe you can't.
Yeah.
If this little baby didn't get hurt, would Jaden have been missing until this day? I would love to hear that answer.
That's the answer for me?
I would love for you to answer.
Well, if the family murder Jaden, then if the baby would never get hurt, Jaden would still be alive. But if somebody was tracking Jaden, even if the baby get hurt, yes or no, Jaden would have still be missing.
Why would Jaden be missing if the baby didn't get hurt?
So
that woman would have no reason to come to Jamaica.
So there are two possibilities that I'm looking at, and I know the general public, most of the general public does not share my view, right? The first possibility is that the family beat Jaden for what happened. The second possibility is someone was tracking Jaden from an early age and they kidnap him and sacrifice him before his 13th birthday. That is the second possibility that I'm looking at.
YaadBoss. Do you know what really is a sacrifice? Why would there be what if they knew that in order to tell you that someone was tracking Jaden's for his third to be sacrificed at the age of 13? Isn't the police aware of that? This makes no sense. No sense.
Yeah, I completely understand.
Investigation. This is one investigation. If I was an investigator, I would not take this case. It makes nothing. That's going on.
This is the perfect case to take, you know, because it is
Why?
complicated, right? And if you solve this,
complicated, yes.
yeah, and it's great public interest, you know, home and abroad. If I'm able to solve this case here and send somebody go to prison, imagine this a boy. Everybody are gonna love me, you know. Imagine that. If I'm able to send somebody go to prison for kidnapping Jaden. Huh?
But you keep saying that the cops are investigating. Why do they wait until after 6 months to start the investigation? Because if they were investigating from the day this happened, they would have interviewed people, let the public know we have interviewed Tom, we have interviewed, you know, the big whomever, and this is what we found. There's no evidence. Nobody knows if the police is investigating. I think you're only saying that because in your mind they're investigating.
The thing is, have you ever called the Mandeville police station on your own?
I have no reason to call them.
Why not?
Because why would I call them? Because they're right there in Mandeville, wherever they serve in Manchester, whatever the parish name is, and they're not doing anything. Why would I risk my phone to call them?
Have you ever
police station in another parish before I call a police station?
You know what? Oh, call the police. Oh, okay.
Yeah, why would I call them? They're not doing anything for this little boy. This little boy is missing because that baby got hurt.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's my opinion. I could be wrong. If that baby didn't get hurt, Jaden would still be here going to school, doing good in school, looking to be somewhere leader or something. Because he's very, very smart, as they say.
Right.
So I don't see why, because babies got hurt. That lady came down, and since she came in Jamaica, that little boy is missing. How come she came to Jamaica and then the baby is missing? I usually send my children to Jamaica to stay with family. They fall, they get hurt. I'm going to beat someone. I'll come and hurt someone because my daughter broke her leg or something. No, you don't do stuff like that. So why is it that this baby got hurt? This little boy got missing, and the baby been there since the grandmother came down to go to Jaden's graduation.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now the baby got hurt. Jaden is missing. This makes no sense.
So,
There's no even a blind.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you believe Mr. T timeline and statements when him saying here?
I don't want to hear nothing about no timeline. That is not that to me that is not important, because even when you show us that itinerary, that makes no sense, because two things take you to show you landed in Jamaica. I don't know about another island. In Jamaica, you need a boarding pass, and you need that form C5. That's the only two things that can show she landed in the island of Jamaica, because when you come, you have to show them that you did that. As a matter of fact, they're the one that showed to you your request was received, and here's your form. You need that form C5 and your boarding pass. I don't want you nothing, because I made reservation to go to Jamaica, and 3 days I decided I'm changing my mind. I didn't want to go the day I'm going, and I still had the itinerary for that day, and I had a new reservation.
So let me ask you this, right? So you don't need no physical evidence tying Shanique or the family to Jaden. You just pronounce them guilty as charged.
No. I didn't tell you I don't need no evidence. I said itinerary has nothing to do with this, because I have itinerary where I changed my mind. I'm not traveling today, and the itinerary is still on my phone. Yeah, I had to do a new one. Then I got a new itinerary at the airport. They want to make sure you have it with a return thing. But other than that, you need a form C5 and your boarding pass. Nothing else prove that you landed in Jamaica, but your forms. That's form C5 form and your boarding pass. Your itinerary don't prove you landed nowhere in this world.
Yeah. But all right, apart from itinerary and when she arrived or whatever, what kind of evidence you need to lock her up? What more evidence you believe the police them need to lock up somebody?
You have to question them.
But they already did.
Question them.
They did.
We don't know that. That's what they're telling you. We don't know that.
So the police them would have lied to me? The police them would have lied?
So they're scared? They're not scared.
Oh, they're not afraid to lie.
Me not scared to lie. You're not scared to lie. So why would they be? To protect people. We don't know who they're protecting.
Oh.
This is one of the worst I've ever seen. Never seen anything like this. Because I know here in the United States, and I assume you live here, you know, if something like this happens, if I leave Jamaica and come here and someone is missing, you don't think these cops are going to hold on to me before I can leave, or my family?
Yeah, but
Jamaica.
Yeah. What may I tell you is this, right? They did question every single family member, some of them even more than once. And them not find nothing credible to hold them on.
I still believe he was, I'm not, to me, I'm praying, I'm hoping, and I keep praying, and I say this to people. I hope he's alive somewhere, they have him hiding or whatever. But if he's not, if he's unalive, it's one of the family members. I don't care which one. And I doubt it's Mr. T. He has nothing to do with him being missing like that. That is my opinion. I could be wrong, you know. I don't say I'm right. But I'm just praying to the God that I serve, that the right one, they all come confessing behind each other. Because that's what's going to end up happening. We can do nothing. Only God can solve this case. Only God can solve this case because this makes no sense. Your child is hurt and you decide you're coming to the island where he is. And as you come a day or two after the person who y'all assume did it, whom I don't think he was in playing with Jaden, and then Jaden is missing because maybe he's not loved or whatever. That's what I'm assuming. They don't love Jaden. They did not love that little boy. I think the only person who cared about that little boy was Mr. T. The rest of them did not like him. She personally did not like him.
Me tell you, said, like for the past 6 months, I hold that same sentiment, you know. I tell you, I hold that same sentiment.
Me no know you turn 360. You turn 360.
Yeah, me turn Judas. That me turn a big 360. Me turn, you know. After me, I beat them, I go say, you know.
Keep investigating. Maybe you will come up with the right answer. What if you do? God bless you.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's all you can do is pray for you. I see you're tired because you look sleepy. You keep yawning.
Yeah.
But I'm praying that you do come with the right answer, and I'm praying the Lord continue blessing you.
Yes,
you have a good night.
All right, take care. All right. Yeah. That is it, the people. Right? So this was a good session, I believe. And the temperature is coming down. The temperature is coming down. So should I take back my white flag? I'll think about it. I may take tomorrow night off. And I'll see you guys maybe Wednesday. All right? But I'm thinking about taking back my white flag because the temperature is coming down. Yeah. We can have differences of opinion, but let us be cordial because remember, you know, and me, did I beat them for 6 months? And I know someone still love me, you know. I know someone still love me. But you guys are a little bit disappointed. But sooner or later, you will understand. Me a hope, you know, me a hope. Sooner or later, everybody will understand. That's what me a hope. Until next time, my people, walk good. Thanks for joining. Have a good night.